What's going on, everybody? Paul Tech here, and welcome to the unboxing and full review of the Vernee M5. Now, this device does retail for about $130. I did get it off the GearBest website. Taking a look at the back of the box, it does give you some specifications there, like a 5.2-inch display you're getting, 4 GB of RAM, 64 GB of ROM, 13 megapixel rear camera, 8 in the front, 3300 milliamp hour battery, and I'll go through more of the specs as this video goes on. Just taking a look at the box right there, I do like the clean presentation, the all-white box by Vernee. As you can see, there is the M5. So I'm going to go ahead and remove it from the box there. I am going to place this off to the side because I do want to share with you what else is included in the box if you decide to go ahead and purchase this device. So you do get some pamphlets here, some reading materials, so it looks like you do have 2 of them there. And then you also get your power supply, your wall brick, as you can see, and also this does have a micro USB data cable, so no Type-C on this device. And also included in the box is your SIM ejector tool. And let's go ahead and get to the Vernee M5. Let me remove it from this plastic sleeve. So there we have it, all black color. Now this does look very nice, has a nice stealthy look to it. You also get a pre-installed screen protector on the Vernee M5, and considering this has a 3300 milliamp hour battery, it really doesn't feel that heavy in the hand. Let's go ahead and navigate around. Taking a look at the right hand side, you'll see you do got your power button there as well as your volume rocker. Now there's no texture to the power button, but it does seem spaced pretty good between the volume rockers there. And to the bottom, you'll see you do get a mic, your micro USB charging port, as well as a down firing speaker, which is nice. And to the left hand side is going to give you access to the tray there for your SIM card and a micro SD card for expandable storage, or you can have a dual SIM on this device as well. And to the top, you do get your noise cancellation mic as well as a headphone jack. And taking a look at the back, there is your 13 megapixel camera, LED flash. You also got a fingerprint sensor on this, and this is also housing, like I mentioned, a 3300 milliamp hour non-removable battery. So that was pretty much it for the unboxing. Let's go ahead and jump into the full review. So I've been using this Vernee M5 for about a week now, and I gotta say the build and design is very nice. It has a very nice slim profile, 6.9 millimeters, 144 grams, so it is very lightweight. Now this is a metal body as well as a metal frame. So overall, it does feel really good in your hand. You got a little camera hump to the back of it there, but overall, it's a good feeling device. Now when it comes to the fingerprint sensor, in the past week of using the Vernee M5, it's actually been a good fingerprint sensor. Now it's not lightning fast or anything like that, but it is very accurate. So I would give the fingerprint sensor about a 9 out of 10. And moving on to the display here, you're looking at a 5.2-inch HD. That's 1280 by 720, 282 pixels per inch. You got 2.5D glass on this. It's an IPS in-cell technology display. You do have a notification LED light on the upper right-hand corner, and the display does look good. I think any wallpaper you throw at it is going to look really nice, and viewing angles are actually pretty good on this 5.2-inch IPS display here. And when it comes to the one-handed usability, I mean, I didn't really have any issue. I don't have super large hands or anything like that, but I was able to reach the status bar, navigate around the display perfectly fine, since this is a pretty compact device one-handed. And the Vernee M5 is a 4G capable device, but at my time using it on Cricket Wireless, I was only able to connect to 3G, but I was still able to get all my notifications coming in. So just make sure this will be compatible with the bands for your network. Now, I was still able to make phone calls perfectly fine, send phone calls out, receive them, and call quality was actually really good on the Vernee M5. I mean, I didn't really have any type of issues whatsoever to report back when it came to call quality. Now, when it comes to sending text messages, receiving text messages, there was no problem there either. I was able to send them out, receive them. Keyboard sensitivity seems to be pretty good. I didn't really have any issues in the messaging department. Now, moving on with the Vernee M5 here. So you're looking at what is pretty much a near stock Android experience. Now, this is running what is called VOS system. It's basically the Vernee operating system 1.0. So you are going to get, like I mentioned, pretty much a stock Android experience. No type of bloatware or Chinese applications or anything like that. And what's under the hood is the MediaTek MT6750 octa-core processor, 1.5 gigahertz, and this also has the Mali T860. When it comes to the sensors on the Vernee M5, we do get some, as you can see there, but it is missing the gyroscope, the gyro sensor, so I really wish it did have this on the M5 here. here. Pulling down these status bars, you can see those are all your quick toggles that you have there. So you get quick access to Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, data connection, do not disturb, airplane mode, hotspot, cast, invert colors. You can even lock the buttons there. You even get an option where you can pretty much drag these tiles around and you can rearrange them to however you'd like. Jumping into settings here, we'll go ahead and navigate a little bit. Now connecting this to Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, there was no issues there whatsoever. I was able to connect perfectly fine. Jumping into more, you do get your tethering and portable hotspot option there, which is nice. There is no NFC on this device, so you're not going to be able to use Android Pay or Android Beam or anything like that. You do get this button options there, so you can swap the buttons to the bottom. Power button ends call, and press the power button twice to launch the camera. And then you also get motion gestures as well, so you can flip the phone to mute, and you can also enable a certain way here, slide on the display up and down with 3 fingers to capture a screenshot. So interesting stuff there. Smart assistants as well, so you got a pocket mode, which is pretty cool. I like that. And let's go ahead and back up out of there. And then status bars, so you can actually have a way here to either disable certain things on your status bar. So I do like how you have these features here, and you can basically enable or disable stuff. And into display, you do have the option here for mirror vision, adaptive brightness, change the font size, display size, pulse notification light. Now mirror vision is actually something that's pretty cool. I really do like this, and you can adjust the picture mode to make it standard, vivid. Me personally, I do like the vivid mode. Then you get another option there for dynamic contrast, and if you purchase this, I would definitely enable it. It does make the image, the display, look a little bit more vibrant. You also get blue light defender option, so eye care. So this will just make things look a little bit easier on the eyes. You got the option to adjust that, enable or disable that as well. Moving on into internal storage. So the box does say 64 gigs, but you actually have about 52.60. And you also have a micro SD card slot there for expandable storage, and you can also use that as adoptable storage, internal storage. So storage should not be an issue whatsoever for you. And like I mentioned, this is running Vernee operating system 1.0 as well as 7.0 Nougat. So, you know, that is good. You're going to get a lot of benefits and features that come along with Nougat. For instance, you can be rocking this mode here, the split screen or the multi-window, where you can have 2 applications open at the same time, and it actually works really well. And the RAM management is actually pretty good. Again, you got 4 gigabytes of RAM on this, so you know you can have a couple applications open up on the background. You shouldn't see too much slowdown. And when it comes to watching YouTube videos, because I know a lot of us like to use our smartphones to watch YouTube, the highest resolution that you're going to be able to watch is going to be at 720p at 60 frames per second. So, you know, 720p on this size display actually does look pretty decent, and I love the fact that this does have a 3.5mm headphone jack, and the audio that's coming from it does sound about average, and that's always something I like in my smartphones is a headphone jack. Now when it comes to the down-firing speaker, single down-firing speaker, I love the placement. I really do. I'll take a down-firing speaker any day over a back-firing speaker. And audio does sound pretty good. I mean, if you get it on max volume, it can sound a little distorted. So about, you know, 80-90% volume, you can actually get some pretty good sound from the down-firing speaker. So I did run the Geekbench 4 test and did come back with a single core score of 610, multi-core score of 2,535. The Antutu benchmark test does score this at 40,126, and those scores seem to be about average for a device in this price range. And when it comes to gameplay on the Vernee M5, I gotta say this device actually surprised me. I mean, I threw a lot of different games at it, just testing out the performance, and it ran pretty good. I mean, I really didn't see any type of overheating issues. I played Asphalt 8 here, as you can see, and it actually ran pretty smooth. I was able to complete the races. There was maybe a drop in frame here and there, but nothing major at all. No overheating issues. So I think you're gonna have a pretty good gaming experience on the Vernee M5. Again, I wish it just did have the gyroscope, the gyro sensor, and that's about it. And moving on to the cameras now. So again, you're getting a 13 megapixel camera to the back, 8 megapixel camera to the front. Now, you do get these different filters to choose from, so you know you can have a little bit of fun while taking photos and recording videos. Shutter speed seems to be about average, and you know this camera can actually produce some nice photos and videos, especially in well-lit conditions outdoors. When you get into low light scenarios, scenarios, that is where things get grainy, both in the front and rear facing camera. While recording videos, you can pause and resume recording, take a photo while recording. I'll jump into settings here. So you do got EIS on this, so electronic image stabilization, which is nice to see. And you also get an option to disable the microphone if you'd like to. Zero shutter delay, make sure you have that enabled because it is disabled out of the box. If not, you're gonna have some pretty slow shutter speeds there. Self timer as well, just the white balance. Well, here are some photos, samples that were taken on the Vernee M5. All right, so one last area I'll touch on is battery life. Again, a 3,300 milliamp hour non-removable battery. So I've been getting about 4.5 hours to 5 hours of screen on time. And this device, you know, charges up fairly quick as well. But that's pretty much it. That was the unboxing and full review of the Vernee M5. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below regarding this device. If you're interested in picking it up, there's a link in the description below of this video to GearBest website. That's where you can purchase this. But once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I will talk to you on the next one. Bye.